What up?
What up?
What up, man? How are you doing?
Good, you alright?
I'm doing fantastic. What about you, man?
Nah, I'm alright.
I'm living the dream. All right, welcome back to the Hey No Say No podcast, the second installment of this fantastic podcast. We're super excited. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the first episode, whether you liked it or turned it off in the first 5 seconds. You know who you are. I'm not going to name drop, but you know who you are.
I will say we did get some flack for how many times you said installment last week.
I did say that a lot, so I'm just going to say it that one time that I just said it, and I promise I will not say it anymore. But still, thank you, everyone, for listening to it, giving us a chance.
I actually got a lot of positive feedback off of it.
Oh, me too. I mean, just from what you've told me, and there's been other people who've listened to it that have given it overall positive feedback. Obviously, it's not perfect. But
no, I mean, it's the first episode. First episode's always going to be a little awkward.
Yeah, obviously. But with practice and persistence, just like last week, we will get better. But anyways, if this is your first time listening to us, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a couple likes, give us a couple comments. We want to talk to some of y'all, even if it's our friends who will listen to this.
Check out Spotify, Apple Music.
Not on Apple Music yet.
No, Apple Podcast?
Not on Apple Podcast yet.
No, okay.
Still working on it, but it is on Spotify, and we're on YouTube. So, give us a look on both of those. Tell your friends, have their friends tell their friends, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your pet emu. That's a weird it's a weird word, an emu.
What's an emu?
It's like an ostrich looking thing. It's like it's kind of like an ostrich.
If anybody listens to that and has a pet emu, I want a picture with it.
Yes. I want a selfie with an emu.
It'd be
right now.
Be the channel mascot.
The channel mascot, Eric the emu. Eric the damn emu. All right. So, let's move into some sports talk here.
All right, partner.
Mr. Jake Starnes. Oh, we haven't even said our names yet. Co-host Ian, right here.
Co-host Jake.
The greatest co-host in existence.
You're the second best co-host ever, because I'm the best.
Yeah. Well, I mean, by process of elimination, I'd hope to be the second, unless you're cheating on me with somebody. I ain't gonna lie. The NFL today was a doozy.
How about them Giants, though? Against your Colts, my friend.
We're not going to speak on
Malik
that.
Neighbors.
We said we weren't going to
7
speak on that. We said we weren't going to speak on that.
No, because if the Colts would have won, you've been talking mad crap to me.
Oh, I would have. But
yeah.
See, we don't talk about it now.
How about that Drew Lock masterclass? 4 tugs.
I get it. Okay, I get it. I do not
matter.
care.
We're still going to get like the first overall pick.
Y'all still get Cam Ward, maybe Shadur. No, probably Shadur.
We'll probably get Shadur.
Shadur.
And you know what?
Shadur.
I really want Cam Ward. You know how sick it'd be just to see Cam Ward standing still in the pocket, throwing it to Malik Neighbors?
Just flat-footed.
Yeah,
Zero
bro.
rotation in his hips. Just slinging it, side-arming it.
Bro, I'd be so hyped. I mean, Shadur is just going to bring a lot of publicity to New York. Maybe a lot of people would like to go to New York, like in free agency, or like maybe that might be a spot.
That would be pretty sick. What if Dion becomes your head coach?
See, that's not going to happen. What I'm hoping is going to happen is we pick up Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
See, we're talking about how the Giants put up a masterclass on the Colts. But how about that masterclass the Eagles put up on the Cowboys?
Okay, did you see that Kenny Pickett play?
He threw it in the ground. Hey, Kenny Pickett was dicing. I don't care what you say. Kenny Pickett looked good. And then Tanner McKee came in and threw 2 touchdowns. One of them, A.J. Brown, just chucked into the stands. I know you saw that.
I did see the Buccaneers tight end throw Baker's ball into the stands, and some kid caught it.
Yeah.
And then after the game, the Bucs staff brought the little kid down to negotiate with Baker for the ball back.
They negotiated a deal. You're like, we'll let you have one practice with the team if you give me this ball back, buddy.
I would just give him the ball and the kid be happy. Give him a different ball.
Give him like a jersey like what A.J. Brown did.
Yeah, or like a picture or something. I mean, the kid would take anything.
Did you see the Jets walking out to Gangster's Paradise against the Bills and they get blown out by 30?
Did not see that. But
They were walking out. And I don't know if Aaron Rodgers got benched or if he got hurt, but Tyrod Taylor came in and threw 2 touchdowns and only threw 3 incompletions.
See, Tyrod Taylor is always going to be a serviceable quarterback.
I said, I don't know if Rodgers got benched. It says here he threw 112 yards, no touchdowns to 2 picks, and just didn't play anymore.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch any football today.
And Mitchell Trubisky came in and threw a 69-yard touchdown pass. He went 1 for 1 for 69 yards and a touchdown. He threw that touchdown to Tyrell Shavers.
Couldn't tell you who that is.
Couldn't tell you who that is either. I've never heard of the man. Buccaneers absolutely demolishing the Panthers, 48-14.
Yep.
That was just an absolute beautiful game by Baker Mayfield. That was just beautiful.
What's Mike Evans' yards at right now?
I don't know.
Can you check that real quick? Is he gonna hit 1,000?
He had 97 this game. Xavier, like, oh no, that was Thielen. I was looking at the wrong person the whole time. Mike Evans is sitting at 915. He's 85. To keep the 1,000-yard streak alive.
Okay.
What are some other games we got here today? Jags, Titans. I hate both teams because I'm a Colts fan. Jaguars got the win, 20-13. Titans had Mason Rudolph starting. That's pretty much all I have to say. Mac Jones masterclass. Raiders beat the Saints. We also want to mention that we also are recording this before the Sunday night game between the Commanders and the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
So that game could be the greatest NFL game of all time, and we're not going to talk about it.
We want the Falcons to win, though.
Why do we want the Falcons to win?
Because screw every NFC East team not named New York Giants.
Yeah, good point. I keep forgetting you're a Giants fan there, partner.
And you know what? I wanted Philly to beat the piss out of the Cowboys today, and they did, so I'm happy.
Well, I mean, I wanted that too. I just don't like the Cowboys at all.
I don't either, especially because our good buddy's a Cowboys fan.
Mom, I know you're listening to this. She's a Cowboys fan. I hate the Cowboys. I love you, but I hate the Cowboys. And so I'm happy the Eagles won.
Dad, you're also a Cowboys fan. You're all right.
That's crazy. The Browns are looking like the Brown I dropped in the toilet this morning.
Oh, God. Tyler
Huntley just cooked the Browns through 4 incompletions. DTR has thrown 0 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this entire season. That Vikings game, Vikings-Packers was a pretty good game, 27-25, came down to the final drive. Sam Darnold looking pretty good, Justin Jefferson doing Jay Jettis stuff.
Did you see that catch he had that didn't count?
That was wild. I saw that.
One hand. Oh, my gosh.
That Lions 49ers on Monday. Not going to be bad. Final NFL game of the year.
Here's my thing. The Niners are absolute trash this year. I mean, they're riddled with injuries.
They're 6-9.
They're just riddled with injuries, and it screws up the team. The Niners are like one of the few teams I really want to win a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been so much and just came up short.
Yeah.
Each time.
Because of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jim. This is
All right.
Well, earlier today, me and Jake made a list.
Yes, sir.
We made our top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL list.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to argue with each other, most likely, about our lists. We're going to bicker. We're going to debate.
See, I don't know, because I do have some hot takes on here.
Mm-hmm.
I did leave out 2 decently sized names, which they would be 11 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they deserve it as much as these top 10 guys.
Well, I want to go over my only honorable mention, and that honorable mention is Sam Darnold.
See, I'm not even going to tell you my honorable mentions because it's going to ruin it.
All right. Well, let's go into your number 10, buddy.
Number 10, I have Jane Daniels.
Okay. My number 10 is Baker.
Okay.
How do you feel good about Baker? I know he's turned the ball over a lot this year.
I feel really good about Baker. I think he's having a great season.
But he's now thrown for over 40 touchdowns. But
he's top 5 passing yards right now.
Yeah, and you think he's number 2 in touchdowns.
Yeah, like I'm high on Baker.
I think he's number 2. Yeah. What's your number 9, buddy?
I have Matt Stafford.
I have Kyler Murray.
See,
that is kind of hot. But Kyler Murray's been fantastic this year. I know the Cardinals suck. It's not really his fault.
I'm gonna tell you right now, though, I don't have Kyler Murray on my list.
That's fine. I mean, I have Murray at number 9, which is okay. What is your number 8?
I have Sam Darnold at 8.
I have Patrick Mahomes at number 8.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes has not been that good this year compared to last year.
I can agree. He has not been great.
He is my number 8.
I can agree. He's not been that great. Number 7, I have Baker.
7. My 7 is Jalen Hurts.
See, I don't have Jalen on my list.
I think Jalen's been good this year.
I don't think so. I think Jalen's like not that great, to be honest with you.
He hasn't had as good of a year as he's had previous, but I still think he's top 10.
I will tell you what, if you put
Don't say anything. Don't say anything because it could be right. That's what's going to make this fun. Just say your number 6.
Then 9, 8, 7, 6. I have Goff. Goff has had amazing.
I have Herbert at 6.
Okay.
I have Justin Herbert at 6.
See, I have Herbert at 5, so we're pretty close.
My top 5 could actually. I think I like my top 5. My number 5 is Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
I think Jaden Daniels is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the Temu Lamar Jackson.
The only thing is with the Reds or Commanders, whatever.
They should still be the Redskins, okay?
Commanders, Redskins, whatever, they really designed their offense around this dude.
Yeah.
They didn't really change nothing. To me, I don't want to disrespect it and call it a college level offense, but I do want to say it's one of the easier looking offenses in the NFL.
Yeah, it's just simplified because he's a rookie. You don't want to like throw.
I feel like
different
that's why
offense.
he's doing so well.
But he's still doing well for a
Yeah.
team that's been god awful in recent years.
Well, that's because they never had the pieces that they have now. I mean, I think they have Marshall Lattimore on the defense. I mean, they made some pretty big upgrades.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, getting Terry McLaurin, a really good quarterback as well. I mean, they're an NFC East team. I hate them, but I can't deny that they're good right now.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, definitely. What's your number 4?
Number 4, I have Mahomes. Because
Okay.
it is still Mahomes. I know he's played like shit all season, but at the end of the day, it's still Mahomes, and he's more than likely going to go to an AFC Championship game.
My number 4 is Jared Goff.
Okay, yeah.
He's been on fire this year. My top 3 might surprise you. So what's your number 3?
3, I have Lamar.
I have Josh Allen at number 3.
See, here's my take.
Josh Allen is, I don't think he should be the MVP favorite. I think my 2 and 1 should be the way over him. In fact, I think Goff should be over Josh Allen.
My thing with the MVP thing, I think it should be co-MVP between Allen and Lamar.
Okay.
Between Allen and Lamar.
What is your number 2 then?
Number 2, I have Allen.
My number 2 is Joe Burrow, which means my number 1 is Lamar Jackson.
My number 1 is Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in football right now.
I think Joe Burrow's the best passer of the football, but all around quarterback, I think Lamar is better. I think Lamar does everything that Josh Allen does, but better.
But Lamar also has a way better offense than the Bills, I would argue.
I mean, yeah, but also like Lamar.
Like he has more weapons, he has more pieces. They don't have to rely on him
Lamar-
as much. The Bills, it's really Josh Allen,
Yeah.
80%, and then like 20% James Cook.
Yeah, Lamar's got more passing yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions, higher completion percentage than Josh Allen. All of those more than Josh Allen. So
Josh Allen also has a better record with a worse team. And if you watch a Bills game, you have dude, it is literally the Josh Allen show.
yeah, it's literally just Josh Allen. But like I said, Lamar, even with Derrick Henry having all of those rushing yards, still is like top 5 in the league in passing yards, top 5 in touchdowns, like bottom 5 in interceptions. I think he has the most rushing yards by a
But
quarterback
first
in
in
the league.
passing yards and passing touchdowns is who?
Is Shiesty.
It is Shiesty. That's why I have him number 1. He's been playing out of his mind. That team is just so bad. If him and Jamar Chase drag them to the playoffs, nobody's going to want to mess with the Bengals in the playoffs. Nobody wants to risk going against friggin' Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Just me personally, I'm not saying that just because I have Lamar Jackson on my fantasy team and he's my fantasy quarterback. I genuinely think after watching a lot of Ravens games, and watching other people, I think Lamar is the best quarterback in the league all around. I don't care about the weapons because Joe Burrow has better weapons than Lamar.
He is Jamar, and that's
And
really
T.
about
Higgins.
it.
And T. Higgins.
You know what? T. Higgins is serviceable,
good.
but having Mark Andrews, Derrick Henry alone,
Derrick Henry don't got that receiving upside though.
he does not. But that's always a threat you have to worry about.
Yeah,
But
Justice Hill.
freaking Derrick
Justice
Henry.
Hill is the receiving back, but he got hurt last week. That injury was nasty though. Injury was disgusting. Anyways, I actually have a little game for you.
Okay.
So I know you're the NFL guy. I'm the college football guy. Between the both of us, you can agree with that.
Okay.
I know more about college football than you. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do this. I have 16 names here.
Oh God.
Some of them I made up. Some of them are real college football players. I want you to guess if these names are real or not.
Okay.
And I will grade, and we'll see how many you get right.
Okay.
First name, memorable factor.
The way you're looking at me right now. That's a real name.
That is a real name. He's a linebacker for Duke. Next name, Shida Salah,
No.
defensive end for UCF
Okay.
right now. Next name, Rock Stone.
No.
Not a real name.
Okay.
Keeping on the rock theme, next one, Rocky Beers.
Yeah.
He's a tight end for FIU.
Yeah,
Next
okay.
name, JaWilliam Lawrence.
No.
That's a fake name. Next name, this is a wild one. Juvinsky Schlenbaker.
Yeah.
He's a running back for Washington
Okay.
State. You've only missed one so far. You don't. Pop Love.
Yeah.
It's a fake name. Damn. Grenade Franks.
Yeah.
It's a fake name as well. Dodge Saucer.
Yeah.
It's a real name. Oh, it's an O lineman for Kennesaw State. Next one, Demon Clowney.
Yeah.
Yep. He's the cousin of Jadavian Clowney, actually. I actually looked it
Okay.
up. Legend Journey.
No.
It's a real guy. I think I don't know who he plays for, but that's a real guy. Udo.
Yeah.
It's a fake name.
Oh.
Next one, Nitro Tuggle.
Yeah.
He's a receiver for Georgia. Heinrich Helmbaugh.
Heinrich
Helmbaugh.
Yeah.
It's a fake name.
There's no way you made that up.
I made up Heinrich Helmbaugh. Juju Jewel.
That's an insane name. Yeah.
That's a fake name. I made that up. All right, second to last one, Ephesians Prysock.
Sure.
He's a DB for Arizona. And the final guy, Dude Person.
Yeah.
He's a real guy. He was a defensive back, I think, for like Central Arkansas or something stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you, I bet you I can guess that friggin' ethnicity of all those people.
All right, all right then. I remember memorable factor. What is he?
That's got to be a white guy.
He's white, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shida Salah. What about him?
Shida Salah.
Yeah.
Not white.
Not white. That's all you have to say. We don't have to like. What about Rocky B?
Yeah, he's white.
He's definitely white. Juvinsky Schlenbaker.
No.
Dodge Saucer.
No.
He's white.
Really?
Yeah, he's white. Yeah, some white dude. Demon Clowney's definitely not white.
No.
He's the cousin of Jevy and Clowney.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think Legend Journey's mixed. I saw the name. It's like, you know what? That looks real. Nitro Tuggle. He's a wide receiver for Georgia. Besides London Humphreys. Yeah.
Not white.
Ephesians Prysock.
Not white.
That's the greatest. I think that might be the best name I've ever heard in my entire life. Ephesians Prysock.
That's a pretty good name.
That's a fantastic name.
Sounds like an Elden Ring boss.
It kind of does. Ephesians I don't know how the bosses are. Isn't it like a name and then like
Of something.
something of something?
Yeah.
Ephesians Prysock, ruler of Ragnarok. I don't know.
That was awful.
Yeah, I know. All right. I actually have a genuine question that I need to ask you that's been pissing me off.
Okay.
It's about fish.
I already know what you're going to ask me.
How do fish sleep?
Oh, I did not think you were going to ask me that.
No, think about it. Think about this. Think like how do they do it? They don't got like beds and blankets and pillows at the ocean floor.
Okay, I know you're not being serious asking me that. Right?
No, I'm serious. I literally have been thinking about this in the shower. Genuine shower thought.
Bro, they just kind of float there.
There's no way they just float. Don't they get lost?
I mean, you're in the ocean, dog.
I mean,
they're constantly moving.
I know, but like, what if they like drift off path too far and they get eaten by a shark? What if they wake up in a shark's belly?
I mean, that's tough luck. Survival of the fittest. If you can't stay awake enough to get eaten, it's your problem.
No, I'm telling you. If I feel like if they just float there, they're gonna like drift away from like the school.
Well, I feel like, do you think they go to sleep at all at the same time? Like,
What if they don't
not
sleep?
obviously every animal.
What if they don't sleep?
Well, let's figure it out right now.
Let's look it up. Look it up.
This is easily the dumbest thing I've ever looked up.
How do fish sleep?
No, I'm just gonna look up do fish sleep.
Okay. I'm kind of curious.
Yes, fish sleep, but they do so differently than land animals.
do they do it?
They go through stages, a slow wave, and a paradoxical sleep, which is similar to deep sleep. However, fish don't enter the rapid eye movement REM stage like mammals do.
Okay. So they just they never like.
They may float in place and wedge themselves in a secure spot.
Okay, I could see them like wedging themselves, but like I was just so confused because like other animals would just like lay down, but like fish can't do that. I don't know. Fish confuse me. I hate fish.
Some fish don't sleep until they're several months old.
Dang.
What the heck? Okay.
Swimming for months? The endurance of fish. Jesus.
That's like us walking.
But like
all the
fish
time.
genuinely confuse me. Like I feel like a lot of fish in like the sea are just government spies.
No.
Or just like robots or cameras. 'Cause you know how like the government's trying to explore the ocean more. You just gave me the stupidest look.
You're an idiot.
You just gave me.
You're an idiot.
I swear they are. Ain't no way you see like in videos all of those little fish.
Well, we got Putin bringing over robot fish now.
Yeah. I swear he's got robot
Okay,
birds.
where are they going? Well, that's a little different. The drones are different than that. Like, how are they going to get intel on us in the ocean with fish?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like fish exploration, like ocean exploration. They just put fish, quote unquote, but no,
Okay,
it's
then
just
why would they do fish instead of
so
like
they
submarine
can, so we can explore the ocean and find out more species. It makes sense. Think about it.
But why
Use
not
your
just
brain, Starnes.
Why not just a submarine or something? Like we actually
So
do,
we have
instead
more
of the stupid things you're saying in here
We
right
have no. You let me talk. You let me talk, fat lips. Hear me out.
What?
You look stupid with your backwards hat on. You look like an emo boy.
now. Okay, bub.
I said I'm a skater boy. She said see you later, boy.
Just on Jake Day.
It's been on Ian Day since I was born. Okay, I have to have it on Jake Day.
You know what? I chilled out on you.
Oh, you want to go in on me? You want to go in on me?
I don't want to go in on you.
I'm gonna stop going in.
That's
I
a
don't want you going in on me either. Pause. Very big pause. I don't want you to go in on me either. But I'm just thinking, just fish confuse the hell out of me. I just don't get it. I don't understand fish. I don't understand their motive.
They don't have a motive. They're not cognitive species like we are.
How do you know that? Are you the fish expert? Are you the fish
I
expert?
am. No, but I do not think fish have the capability of thinking the way we do.
Are you a marine biologist?
I'm not, but neither are you. So
know
the
that.
facts you're saying, it's not even facts. The stupid shit that you're saying is about to make me mad.
You look cute with that chain on.
Thank you. You snapped this chain last time I wore one
did
with
not.
this love symbol on it. You snapped it.
When did I snap it? I
We
know
were
I
playing basketball at the church,
Yeah.
and you fouled the piss out of me and grabbed my chain and snapped it.
I did snatch your chain. I forgot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you snatched my chain.
When'd you get a new one?
I got it for Crimmy.
For Crimmy?
For Crimmy.
Can you believe he says Christmas like that?
Crimmy,
You
bro.
know what? I just thought of something. How do you pronounce... I feel like me and you pronounce words differently. How do you pronounce this last name? Very common last name. How do you pronounce that last name right there?
Williams.
I feel like I pronounce it weird. I'll say like Williams sometimes, but I mainly say Williams. Is that weird?
Williams?
Williams. Is that weird?
From the sticks.
I say Williams.
There's L's there, dog.
I know, but then
Williams.
another one I do is this. It's a first name, but I feel like I say this weird as well. How do you say that?
Howard.
No. The first other one.
Terrence.
You say Terrence.
Terrence.
I say Terrence.
No.
Is that weird?
That's just wrong.
Terrence. I say Terrence. I don't understand how that's wrong.
That's just your country coming out.
Just a little bit. All right, I gotta think of another. Oh, here we go. How do you say this name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Say Jeremy.
You said the same exact thing I just said.
Jeremy.
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 You're saying Jeremy now.
Jeremy. Is that similar to what I'm saying?
Like you
Is that similar?
you started saying Jeremy, but at first you said Jeremy.
Say
like I did.
I say Jeremy. Okay, that does sound a little similar, but like saying Williams and Terrence.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't do that.
Why? It's just my
Because that's gonna make me cringe.
my
the hell out.
southern twang. All right, Terrence.
Terrence.
I'm gonna say Terrence when we're playing the game just to piss you off now.
Terrence.
I'm gonna say Williams too.
I'll just hang up the FaceTime call. Yeah, this guy broke his headset
Yeah, I did.
because he sucks at 2K.
That was not 2K. That was Fortnite that we broke. I broke my headset.
Because he sucks at Fortnite.
I do suck at Fortnite. This dude's a sweat right here.
And now we have to FaceTime every night.
Hey,
This is stupid.
I
Don't
like
get me
to
wrong,
I like to see.
Don't get me wrong. I love enjoying looking into your eyes.
Oh, me too. I have brown eyes. Actually, people say I have nice looking brown eyes. Like they're like not shit brown.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that though.
Yeah, you can. You can say it on here. I like your eyes.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like your whatever those eyes are. They look gray.
They're blue.
They look gray.
You had to turn the flashlight on to see my eyes. We've been friends for 7 years.
I don't like
Going on 8 years.
don't like-
and I could have told you had brown eyes.
I don't like intimately look into your eyes. You
I
had
don't
brown.
intimately look at you either, but I've looked at you almost every day for 8 years. Yeah, think about it, dog.
Yeah, you got a point there. I mean,
You gotta think we played football together, we went to school together, we played the game together. You gotta
Yeah.
think about how often we've been around each other.
yeah, we've been around each other a lot, but you know, it's been a great 8 years knowing big homie right here, who's little homie,
It's been alright.
medium-sized homie.
It's been alright.
Yeah. Screw you too. Speaking of football,
Okay.
since me and you, we didn't play football together like all throughout our lives. Like we started, like I know it was like my freshman year,
It
kind
was,
of
going
freshman.
into sophomore year with
Yeah,
those winter workouts.
Yeah. What is like your craziest high school football story
Okay.
that
so
happened?
I tell this story a lot. It didn't happen to me, but I was a witness,
Yeah,
and I'm not going to say names.
obviously.
So there was a group my freshman year, Ian didn't play freshman year, called Kin, like Kin, like
God.
family Kin, right? And it was all the seniors one freshman in our class, and then a couple guys that were juniors. So they would trick you into saying either F Ken, the F word Ken, or if you had problems with somebody in Ken. We had trees all outside of our field house, which is like our football building. They would keep sticks in their lockers. Well, I'm coming up late from practice one day because I wanted to get some extra snaps in, because this is when I first tried to move back to center. And I get in my locker, and at the time we still had freshman lockers on this side. It was just a big open space.
Mm-hmm.
Seniors are stood at the doors. They're all holding sticks, and they're chasing around this guy who, I'm not going to say who, but some of the people listening and Ian will understand who I'm going to say.
I think I already know who.
And I love my baby sister, bro.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Stripped him naked, and
Jesus.
they're chasing him around. They finally tackle him, beat him with sticks, like switches from outside,
Dang.
and they had to give the leader a kiss on the mouth. That's what getting kinned was, and I saw it happen 3 times, but I remember that one vividly because they were chasing bro around. Bro was jumping over the lockers, like jumping on top and trying to run around.
Yeah.
And they finally got him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I have a couple stories.
Tell him. Do you want me to tell mine?
Go ahead.
Mine is terrible. This happened to me. It was my junior year.
Yeah.
And it was our playoff game before we played Boone.
Okay.
So this was during one of our walkthrough practices. People listening that have never known football that well, walkthrough practices are the practices we had the day before a game, where it was very light, just like going over things.
Just
no
in helmets,
yeah.
shirts, shorts, cleats.
Mm-hmm. So we were doing offense, and I was behind Steroid Man. I don't even know if he's on steroids, but big boy. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. He actually,
What is he on stuff?
he
swear
wasn't, but he texted me the other day and told me he was going to.
Okay. Well, I think he is. But that's beside the point.
No, he's been natural this whole time, which is crazy.
That's ridiculous.
He has some of the best genetics I've ever seen.
That's ridiculous. But I was standing at the 50-yard line watching the offense. I think that was actually the defense practicing. No, it was the defense. Because I'm standing at the 50, and all of a sudden, our starting quarterback at the time walks up to me and goes, "Hey, Ian, look at me." He's standing face to face with me.
Oh, no, I know.
And I'm staring in his eyes. And I'm gullible. I was a gullible kid. I'm staring in his eyes. And all of a sudden, he just starts chuckling and about to bust down laughing. In a split second, I'm not kidding, my pants and underwear are at my ankles on the 50. This dude pantsed me, and our coach saw it. And he was like, "Hey, guys, y'all need to stop horseplaying back there. Take it serious." And there's 4 people next to me pointing at me, pissing themselves laughing. I don't think I've ever pulled my pants up faster in my entire life. By the way, it was cold. It was freezing outside, and so my jewels were not as big as they typically were. You know what I mean by that. Hey, y'all gonna hear some rain, all right? But guess what? We don't care. We're pursuing for you guys. If you hear the rain, it's gonna add a gloomy undertone to the whole episode. But I have that one. What are some other stories you got?
My freshman year, right?
You got a lot of stuff going on in your freshman year.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I got bullied a lot at football until I became a starter.
Yeah.
I was just one of the JV kids.
Yeah.
Until I became a starter my junior year. But freshman year, I'm sitting with my best friend at the time. I ain't gonna say who he is, but he knows who he is. Listen to the podcast.
Certified. Shout out.
And yeah, shout out to you, big homie. Called me a little homie the other day, or little dog. That's what he called me.
Little dog.
But we were on the tour buses because when we went far, we got those big, nice tour buses.
Yeah.
They had reclining seats, chargers in the seats, and a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I went in this bathroom and look at the thermostat. It's 110 degrees.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like a sauna.
Our coach at the time bought us these travel hoodies for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to the playoff game, first round playoff. We lost
Are
bad.
those stupid gray hoodies?
Yeah, it was the gray hoodies and gray sweats. So
Those
I'm wearing
things-
gray hoodies and gray hoodie and gray sweats.
Those things were terrible.
With a long sleeve underneath because it's the playoffs. It's really cold this time. It was negative degrees, it felt like, at Boone.
Yeah.
And I get done, taking a piss in this bathroom. I go to open the door and it won't open. There's 4 people sitting outside the door and not letting me out.
Oh my God.
I have asthma. It's 100 degrees, over 100 degrees on the thermometer in there.
Yeah.
They finally let me out when we get there, 45 minutes later.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't eat team meal. I don't think anyway. I don't remember eating team meal. I just remember being locked in there. I come out. I am drenched. My gray hoodie is now black.
Oh my God.
I am out of breath, like having an asthma attack, and everybody's just laughing.
That's
They put the 3 fattest dudes right in front of the door, so I couldn't open it.
oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm just
Messed
sitting there
up.
banging on it.
Messed up,
They
dude.
did that to several kids. They tried to do it to, I'm not going to say his name, but 86.
Yeah.
And
Oh
he
my.
refused to get up.
Is he still living in like Scotland or wherever
Yes,
he's living?
he
Or,
is.
Like, is it Scotland?
Yep.
I don't know where he's living.
Yep, he popped on my Instagram the other day, and it was like, his bio was like, if I follow you, I either went to school with you or I know you. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, no shit.
I'm trying to think if I have any other stories that are like crazy like that. I gotta go back in my memory. But if you have any more, keep telling them.
Yeah, some of them I'm not going to say on here.
Okay.
I could tell you those in private.
Yeah.
One I remember my junior year, right? So I didn't play a single snap of varsity football. I only played JV until the third game of my senior year. I got in against West because our friend Piggy, don't mind shouting him out because that's Piggy, it's our boy.
Yeah.
He was playing center at the time. He was struggling. He got in a big altercation with our other coach. So they put me in. They were planning on putting me in anyway in the third drive, but we got back down to like the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Anyway, a couple games later, I end up starting after that game, and we play Pal, who had the #1 recruit in the country.
Walter. Shout out Walter.
Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan.
Who's going to be
Probably might be
a high second-round draft pick.
maybe low first-round draft pick.
Yeah,
Maybe.
which is insane.
It's crazy to think that you blocked a potential NFL first-round
I
draft pick.
attempted to block him. The only times I blocked him were on a double team. I ain't going to lie to you. If you look at my senior highlights, like the first few clips after the pancakes are me double teaming Walter for half a second.
You had to do it. You had to do what you had to do against
I
that
had to
dude.
do what I had to do. We had a whole play designed where we just don't block him.
We scored on that play.
We scored on that play because I blocked that linebacker. But anyway, at halftime, like right before halftime of the game, I had a bad snap. It was my first bad snap as a starter, over the quarterback's head. I remember he takes his mouthpiece out, throws it at me like I'm Curry,
Mm-hmm.
and then we walk down behind the stadium at halftime to like go over stuff and talk about like what we should fix and change. Mind you, it was a 7-0 game, right? I believe at the time.
The PAL?
Yeah, like halftime.
I think it was like I don't know what it was. I know we were.
Because we ended up losing 14-7.
I think it was 7-0. Yeah, I think it might have been 0-0 actually.
Okay.
I don't know. I just know we had 0 because we only scored once in the second half.
Yeah.
But continue.
He comes up and tries to like give me a side hug and apologize, and I just shove him. Mind you, this is Coach's son. Coach comes over to me, grabs me, and goes, "Starnes, you're replaceable." He is not.
Oh my!
You understand me?
He was not that good.
He was not that good. And he shoved my face back, and I remember that was just like the craziest experience I've had with a coach.
Yeah.
Like actually putting their hands on me and telling me I'm replaceable.
It was crazy. Is that same game our student section chanted "We want," and then it was our backup's name.
They chant that a lot.
I remember the first time they chanted it was that game.
And man, much love to that guy, man. It sucks for him because he played basketball as well. He's actually playing at Tusculum right now.
No, he's a baller, dude. He's a
But
hooper.
That
Just-
same year, our junior year, where he sat behind that guy, he was going to be our starting quarterback the next year. What did he do to his arm?
He
or
tore
shoulder?
his labrum
Tore his labrum in the
and
basketball season.
had to get surgery on it, so he was out the year.
Yeah, so I mean, we did end up putting a freshman quarterback in who's now he actually broke all the Hall's records. He broke Ty's records.
Yeah, he's starting. He's going to be a senior. He's probably going to be one of, if not the best quarterbacks ever come through Halls. He's
for sure.
wicked.
For sure, and he's only going to get better.
I just thought of a story. Now, this one may not be like as crazy, but it's still funny to me. So, my senior year, my wide receiver coach was Coach Lou.
Love Coach Lou.
This old dude, I think he was like in his early 70s.
Yep.
Just coaching wide receivers and tight ends because I was a tight end.
He was a legendary coach of South Carolina. How many
He won a lot of
championships?
state championships in South Carolina. I don't know how many, but he won a lot.
Because he was a head coach there.
He
right?
coached Josh Norman
Yeah.
in high school. He coached Josh Norman. Well, then Norman went to Coastal Carolina and then the NFL. So it was pretty cool. But I don't know how many he won. But
Much hate to Josh Norman, by the way, as a Giants fan. Screw Josh Norman.
I mean, I really never cared about Josh Norman. So, but me and one of my teammates were talking to him one day, and then we started talking to him about his like personal life, and we asked him if he had a wife, and he goes, word for word, he was like, "Yeah, I've been married to my wife 37 years," and we're like, "Okay, that's good for you, Coach Lou." And then he goes, "Well, I was married to this girl, but I divorced her after a year. She was a lunatic. She had some big old titties, though." Mind you, this is a guy who is 70 over 70 years old. And then all of a sudden, he puts his hands in front of his mouth and goes,
You know what? I have a funny story. So my dad was my coach, my head coach growing up until my freshman year of high school.
yeah.
From when I was 4 until I was 13. And Dad's an older guy. Like, he just turned 55.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this kid on the team, I ain't gonna say his name, but 28.
Okay.
Goes up to my dad, right? Coach Don, we need a motorboat in formation. Have I ever told you this?
No.
And Dad, we're all laughing in the huddle.
Yeah.
And Dad goes, "What the hell is motorboating?" This kid, like, we're like 12 years old, by the way, proceeds to go, "Coach Don's when you grab a girl's boobies and go."
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God. All we did was run the ball
Yeah.
with 0.
Yeah. Was that,
Or I guess he was 1. No, he was our quarterback. We ran Wildcat with him.
Oh, okay.
0 was the, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had it was mainly hammer right and hammer left, which is our main formation. But we had formations like with a fullback and everything called boner.
That's wild.
It was I form.
Yeah.
We had chode.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. You
So
guys
like
had that.
we'd be in game, right? Middle of the game, we were blowing out
They'll
everybody.
be like, chode right.
We would blow out everybody because like nobody really made super teams, and we had like the best kids. Like
Yeah.
I would say our class, if we were committed enough, we would have been one of the best classes.
And if Brent wasn't I've censored out that name, Jesus, but if he wasn't a piece of junk, when our senior year at least.
Yeah, he's been doing great though.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
I think he really regrets.
Shout
our
out to him. It
class.
was just he hates us.
Yeah, our class, like, we had tons of talent, but like over half the guys, I would say probably about 90% of the guys.
Also, just like coaching was just never that. Our senior year coaching was terrible.
Coaching was pretty bad.
Players' attitudes were bad. We went 2-9.
I mean, our star corner would show up in pajamas and socks only on regular practice days.
Yeah, and our coaches wouldn't do a thing about it.
Mm-mm.
But I said there's a lot of good with football. There's a lot of bad though with it, especially our senior year.
I mean, it was like you can see like
our
my thing with
OC.
football-
I mean, our OC sucked.
Yeah,
He was bad.
Yeah,
he was
pretty
really.
bad.
He was really bad.
But he was more of a baseball guy anyway.
I mean, he played baseball at Tech.
Yeah, I mean, he's making 6 figures as a baseball coach right now,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
Better than what he was making as a football coach.
From his alumni school too.
Yeah,
Which I mean, that he's living the dream.
he
Happy for him.
he had an arm on him, dude. An
Oh, yeah,
absolute
bro.
cannon.
He had records at AC
Yeah,
as a quarterback.
that's stupid.
Anyway, brother, what was the next topic you wanted to go over?
I got a lot of pet peeves, man.
Okay.
Got a lot of pet peeves. What is your like biggest gym pet peeve that you have? I got a couple.
See, mine would be like, it happens, I see it a lot in older people, but I see it a lot in like the high school kids too.
Yeah.
Just really not going slow and like going fast with like heavy weight, like not even good form, and sitting there grunting and screaming like, yeah, dude, you did 250 pounds on lat pull down,
Yeah.
but you're only going down like 2 inches. Like, what are you doing? You're building no muscle. That's why you've looked the same since I've had this membership.
Yeah. I will definitely say, as I had an experience with this in the gym recently, but I definitely want to say, like, people who are just super overconfident, like, to the point where they just think they're in the entire gym. And, like, my gym has a lot of those. And there's some people that deserve it. There's some people who are huge that go to, since me and Jake, we used to go to the same gym, but now I go to a different one. I go to, like, a newer one. There's people around there that walk around where I literally just want to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
I just want to, like, slump them.
But don't get me wrong, though. Like, I have my pump cover on. I'll take it off. I'm wearing a beater and everything.
Yeah.
Just to really see my pump, and I'll pose in the mirror and stuff. But it's not like I'm trying to do it for nobody.
Yeah.
You come up talk to me, I'm not a dickhead.
Yeah.
The people that are like straight up buttholes to you in the gym for no reason.
Yeah.
There's one guy at the gym I go to. I see him maybe once a week, so
Yeah.
not even that often. But he'll just take your weight off.
God bless, why the hell?
Yeah, it's
Hey, yo, God, can you stop crying, bro?
it is pouring right now. We're
Jesus,
recording in a car.
Jesus is letting it loose right now. I guess Mary broke up. I mean,
You may
no,
have
Mary.
to turn up our volumes.
You know, I just realized Mary is Jesus' mom, and I just said I think Mary just broke up with Jesus.
Well, you know what's even worse? So, for Christmas, right? Every Christmas Eve we go to my grandparents' house, my mama's house, right?
God, chill out, Jesus.
Anyway, my mom always plays a game with the kids. I'm the oldest one, so I'll never really play it. But my two cousins, one's in high school, one's in middle school, a year older than my brother, and my brother, obviously, who's 12. They were playing this game, and at the end of the game, there were still some prizes left, and I was handing out the prizes. So we did like a Christmas trivia.
Yeah.
And we ended up running out like Christmas questions, so we turned it into like Christianity questions, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is about the birth of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, by no means. Love him to death. Asked him who Mary's husband was.
Yeah.
He said Jesus.
No, that's Joseph. That's my middle name.
And then they said, no, that's his mom. What's his name? He goes, John.
Little John.
Love him to death, but
Love,
good grief, man.
Yeah. Okay, back to the pet peeves.
I really don't have that many pet peeves, though. Like, there's certain things that make me mad, but they don't, like, come up often.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. I think... I gotta think of a few. I have, like, very minor pet peeves that I see a lot that just, like, ugh. That, like, just, like, make me, like, feel weird.
Okay.
But I really don't have, like... I guess in the gym, I'll say is people that are, like... obnoxiously loud for no reason. And I'm not even saying why they lift. Just people that just talk in the gym super loud.
Yeah.
I am on one side of the gym squatting. Why do I hear you on the cardio machines doing Stairmaster?
There is a guy that goes to the gym, and I'm not really hating on nobody. Everybody's in there to work on themselves, right? I mean, that's why I goes to work on myself. But there's this one guy. He'll do the Stairmaster, and he'll have dumbbells in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing shoulder press while on the Stairmaster. And then he'll do curls on the Stairmaster.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but then he goes down there, and he'll do like legs or something. Legs is his big thing.
Yeah.
And you know Big Josh?
Yeah.
He was talking to me one day, and we look over. He has 315 on the bar. And he is not even, like, quarter squatting. He is, like, barely bending his knees and standing back up.
Yeah.
He has the safety racks above his shoulders.
That's funny.
And he's sitting there, and he's like, going crazy. This dude's had the same physique
Yeah.
for the past 3 years that I've been going to this gym.
I will say, I have been very uncomfortable in the gym, and I know you remember this. Me and Jake were in the gym one time at night.
We
and
used to be training partners.
Mhm.
I have a training partner now. He's great. Shout out Trey. I know he watches the pod.
Yeah. But me and Jake, when we went to the same gym, I remember this. We went into, it was late at night.
You may have to speak up a little louder.
Yeah, I know. It was late at night, and there was a girl doing abs. I don't know if you remember this.
I don't think so.
But me and you, I think that we were squatting, or I don't know what we were hitting, but I know we were working out together. And this girl just starts letting out the loudest moans I have ever heard in my entire life.
I really don't remember this.
I know you were with me. This girl is like doing core. I'm not gonna make the noise, obviously, because that's gonna that's sus. But this girl is like screaming, moaning while she's doing abs, like screaming her lungs out. And I'm standing there with Jake, and I remember you were there, and we're just both super uncomfortable, and we're trying not to like bust out laughing. And I think it was me,
Was
you,
this during
her.
a powerlifting era?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it was me, you, her, and then one other person were in the entire gym at the time. And so it made it even louder, knowing that it was just us four in that entire gym.
You know what? I can't blame her, because abs suck.
Abs do suck, but like, there's no need to be like grunting and moaning.
There's a reason I only do 12 sets of abs a week.
Mm-hmm. I typically don't. I typically only hit abs once a week.
So, like, my split, it's a 4-day split. So, it's like 4 days, and then I repeat, and I take a rest day if I need it.
Yeah.
So, it starts off with legs, and I have biased weeks, right? So, week A will start off with legs, quad dominant.
Mm-hmm.
So, I only have one hamstring exercise. And then quad's like the main focus. The next will be chest and triceps, and week A will be incline chest and long head tricep movements, or short head tricep movements, excuse me. And then back, and it'll be back and biceps, which will be pull down dominant.
Yeah.
So I only have one row movement, which is what I did today, conveniently. And then I have shoulders and abs, which I do the same thing every time right now until I finish this mesocycle. Whenever I start bulking again, I'm going to start changing up my split, try to push more weight. And then week B, it's the opposite. So like legs is hamstring dominant. chest would be flat chest and short head on the tricep dominant. Long head. I keep mixing them up. Dang, this dude's getting after it right in there. Get your work in, Bubba.
He got his hoodie behind his ear.
dominant.
He got the hoodie behind his ears like that one dude from Vine back in the day.
I know exactly who you're talking about. That kid, yeah.
He just does like the most casual, like turns around. He's just. I have other. You better not draw that on my window. He did. He's looking to see that. Why is it looking? What is that?
It's the hair, dog.
That's crazy.
And then this is.
Okay, we want to go into. Okay, that's a weird looking vein. Okay, yeah, buddy. All right, well, I have. What is that? That doesn't even look like a drop. That doesn't look like a drop either. It looks like a music note.
That's how my.
That looks like
look.
a leaf.
That's how mine look.
That's insane. That's bad. But what is like your biggest driving pet peeve? I got a bunch of driving pet peeves. Mine is really specific.
Breaking down the interstate pisses me off.
Hey, hey. Right here. That's my worst like
I'm not gonna lie, I
pet
did it
peeve.
when I first drove the interstate, but after that, like, dude, come on.
no. That is my biggest driving pet peeve. By far is that.
People not turning right on a red when there's no traffic coming.
Dude, I swear me and you are the same person when it comes to driving, man.
People going 25 and a 30.
People going Respect that. Respect that.
Because, like, the road going to my house, I fly 60 down that road.
Yeah.
It is a 30.
I'm a flat on 60 getting you back to your dang house.
You better not, because you've driven that road maybe 3 times, and that's, like, one of the hardest roads to drive around here.
The thing is windy, dude. I hate that.
And it's very narrow.
I hate that road, man.
It's not as scary as driving, like, to Pig's house down back at Andersonville Pike at nighttime.
Yeah, that's scary. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
No, it's really scary. Like, I have to have a YouTube video that way I feel like I'm talking to somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll throw up the You Should Know podcast while I'm driving home from Piggy's place.
That's wild. Shout out, You Should Know. They should, like, help us out.
Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite podcast right now.
That's always been my favorite podcast. It's like the only podcast I've ever listened to.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really listen to podcasts
So,
like that.
Just Kidding News, they weren't really a podcast, but they would upload, like, news articles.
Yeah.
And, like, when I was in middle school, and they still do it. That's, like, one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time. They have 2 million subscribers. They've obviously went down in popularity. But, like, I used to watch every single video they drop. They drop, like, 6 videos a day.
Yeah.
Of just, like, news their fans would send in, and then they would do stuff called Off the Record, where they would just talk about whatever they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Which now it's more like a bro chat, which is pretty cool. And they're all older guys. They're all like mid-30s to pushing 40.
Yeah.
But they've had some guests on there, like who they had on there? They had friggin' Tiana Trump on there.
Phew. Jesus.
They had Mia Khalifa on there. It's the biggest guest, I think.
Probably.
They had like Dr. Mike and Jared Feather from Renaissance Periodization was on there.
Yeah.
A bunch of people. Well, buddy.
All right. I want you to answer some questions. Okay. Since we were going to plan something else for this, but we decided against it last minute.
Yeah. Which was my fault. I apologize, but I have to.
All right. Let's see if you can solve some riddles.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see how good you are at riddles
I am
there,
not
buddy.
good at riddles, sir.
All right, then. I got to find something. Here we go. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car. Yet there are only 3 people in the car. How?
One's the grandpa, one's the dad, and one's the grandson.
What in the... Okay. You said you weren't good at this, man.
I'm not.
No matter how little or how much you use me, you change me every month. What am I?
Every month. What do I change every month?
This one's kind of stupid. I ain't gonna lie. If you want me to tell you it,
No matter how much the calendar?
the calendar,
Okay.
certified. We're gonna do some math. Actually, I feel like I don't know if you're any good at math. We're gonna see if we can
I'm all right.
do some math. I gotta find a couple here.
I'm all right at math. I'm not that bad. In high school, I really wasn't. I was a pretty good student in high school, an AB student.
Mm-hmm.
Except for I made 1 C, but in college, obviously, things went downhill. I talked about that a little bit on the last podcast.
Yeah.
But I am going back in January. So, like, next week's my last full week of working, my normal job, and I'm going back to school.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff, man.
I'm actually excited. It's going to be our last semester going to school together,
Yeah.
which is actually kind of crazy.
I'm gonna cry, man.
We're never going to meet up neither, like last year.
I'm gonna cry, dude.
We would meet up in the lobby and just sit there and quote unquote do work, but really just bullshit for like hours in the lobby or in the library, just sitting there.
Sitting there not doing anything. Dude, I'm telling you, I cannot find a thing on these riddles. Okay, I might have found one. Let me read it.
Okay, go ahead.
These are stupid. Like, if I have 5 apples and I took 2 away, how many do I have left?
3.
If there are 6 oranges in a basket and you take half away, how many oranges are left?
3.
This is stupid. Like, this is for kids, man. I'm trying to find stuff for adults. For us, for big dogs. Dang, that dude's... Oh, that's the Trend Twins, isn't it?
No, that's Lex Little.
Oh, gosh. He's a little too big to be called Lex Little.
Well, he's natural, 100% natural.
God bless.
He's probably got the best natty physique I've ever seen. Can I just say how much it sucks to be a Giants fan? By the way. Okay, Drew Lock had a pop-off game. Doesn't mean nothing because we're still going to draft a quarterback first overall.
Yep, sure. We should do a mock draft. We should do our first mock draft. First, Hey Now, Say Now podcast mock draft.
Be a good idea. Start off the next one.
You want to do it now?
Sure.
I want you to answer this riddle, though, because I actually want to see your answer to this. What's the next number in this series, if you want to write the numbers down, potentially?
Give me 1 second, sir.
So, 7,645, 5,764.
5,000 what?
764.
Okay.
4,576. What is the next number? Code in that. It actually makes a lot of sense once you know the answer. It makes a lot of sense. Ain't nothing with the calculator. It actually is nothing with the calculator. You don't need a calculator for it.
Oh, everything just shifts to the right one.
Bro, you are too smart. How did you fail out of school, man?
I was really lazy, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, are you ready to do the first ever?
Are you going to do your own and I'm going to do mine?
Or do you want to do like a combined one? I feel like we should do like one combined one, see if we agree on it.
Okay.
All right, partner. This is if the teams... That's definitely not the right order. Is it? The PFF NFL mock. I don't even think this is... Yeah, that's not the right order. So it's the Patriots having the first pick. Or wouldn't the Giants... The Giants don't have the first pick anymore. It's the Patriots because they won.
Really?
I don't think they would. Because the Patriots and the Titans have a worse record.
Okay.
No. All right, partner.
Maybe it is updated.
Who are the New England Patriots taking first overall?
I think it's very obviously Travis
It's
Hunter.
obviously got to be Travie Patty.
Oh, for sure.
Travis Hunter's fantastic. Who are the Titans taking then? I think this one's pretty easy. I want to see if you agree with me. I think they
it's
go
Ted.
Tet McMillan.
Yep.
By far the best wide receiver in this god-awful wide receiver class.
Yep.
The Giants. Who are your Giants taking?
I want us to take Cam Ward, but they're going to take Shadur.
Well, we'll have them taking Shadur.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Cleveland Browns at 4.
I feel like
think
they go line.
I think they go Cam Ward.
Think so?
I think they go Cam Ward.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I think they actually, yes, I think they go Cam Ward.
I'm okay with that.
Jaguars at 5. Who do the Jags go?
Can I see the player list?
I think I have them going Will Campbell as an offensive tackle at LSU.
Yeah, I could see that.
I
was
think-
thinking that or corner.
I think Will Campbell's a better pick for them.
Who's that corner out of East Carolina?
Siobhan Ravel. That's who I'm high on. I love Siobhan Ravel.
Yeah, I'm high
the
on
New
that
York
too.
Jets at 6. Who the Jets take?
I think they take line too.
O-line?
Yeah.
You think they go Kelvin Banks?
That's
the
the
next
tackle
best guy.
for Texas, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Kelvin.
Yes.
The Panthers at 7. I think they go Abdul Carter out of Penn
Yep.
State. That's
Mhm.
a perfect pick for them. You're going to hate who I'm about to draft for the Raiders. You're going to hate it. Ashton Genty.
No, I disagree completely. I think they go quarterback.
Ashton Genty. Who are they going to take? Milrow ain't going in the first round.
I think they take Milrow 100%.
You want to go Milrow over?
For sure. I think they
Oh.
draft their guy.
You don't think they can get Milrow in like the second? You think they can't? What you think?
No, I think they're going
I
to
still
take Milrow in the
I still
first.
think Genty, but I'll go your word.
No,
The Chicago
because I know where Genty's going to go.
Chicago Bears.
And
He's
it's
going to
Chicago.
He's going to go to the Cowboys. He's not going. No,
I think he goes to Chicago.
that's horrible.
Nope. I think he goes to
Okay,
Chicago.
we'll go for you then, big dog. Saints at 10. I think they go Mason Graham.
Yep. Michigan D tackle, correct?
Mason Graham, yes,
Yep.
sir. Niners at 11. I would think they go O-line, but there's not really that many like fantastic O-line. I think they go Will Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a good place to pick them. Colts, we need Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Yep.
Really bad. We need Jalen Walker. Cowboys at 13. I think they either go Malachi Starks or Nick Scorton.
I think they would go Starks.
Or
high on
actually,
Starks.
I actually think I'm really high on Mykel Williams out of Georgia. So
I'm higher on Starks,
we'll do Malachi Starks for them.
but I could see Bears passing on Genty and him
Arizona
going to Cowboys.
Arizona Cardinals, I think they go with Ariante Ursi from Minnesota. I think Ursi's really good.
Okay.
I like Ursi a lot. Dolphins, I think they might go O-line. They also might go with Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame. They could go with my guy Siobhan Revelle. I think they go Josh Simmons out of Ohio State as a tackle.
Okay.
I like the pick. I like it. Bengals, I think the Bengals probably get Mykel Williams here.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons, I also think they go defense. I think this is where Nick Scorton gets drafted.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
Seahawks need O-line. I think they go with Wyatt Millum from West Virginia.
I'm not really sure about that guy. Like, I just don't know.
Texans, I think the Texans may go with Kenneth Grant from Minnesota or Michigan, the other defensive tackle from Michigan, who's a beast. 20th pick, the Broncos. I think the Broncos get Luther Burden.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy pick. You're going to Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is weird. I think Tampa Bay could go Ben Morrison, but I think Siobhan Revelle should go to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I think I had them.
Siobhan Revelle. The Chargers is going to be a hot take. I have them going tight end, but I think the best tight end in this class is Bowling Green's Harold Fannin.
Really? Because I had Ibuka going.
I think it's going to be Harold Fannin. They need a tight end, and I think he's better than Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland. I think Harold Fannin's going to be a first rounder.
I just think they go receiver, man.
So I don't think they need a receiver. They got McConkey.
That's all they got, though.
They have Johnston, even though he's not that good.
Johnston drops so many
I still
balls.
think they go tight end, and I think Harold Fannin's the perfect pick.
I'll let you win this one.
I'll go Fannin.
I still think Ibuka will go there.
Rams, I think Benjamin Morrison's going to go off the board to the Rams.
Okay.
24th, Commanders. Commanders are tough.
That is tough because they're pretty good all around.
I
I can
think-
see them going linebacker.
I see them going Cameron Williams, tackle out of Texas.
Okay.
I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I think Steelers go Emeka Egbuka.
Okay.
I think they get receiver, pair him with Pickens. Ravens, I think Ravens go O-line, and I think they get some guy who's way down here, who I'm pretty high on. Where's he at? Jonas Savaiinaea out of Arizona.
Okay.
Dude's pretty good. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. No. I literally closed out the entire thing. I think I just ruined. No, of course I ruined it.
It was about done anyway.
I don't even know what pig we were on.
We just got done with the Ravens.
That was Savaiinaea. The Packers, I don't even know who's on the board. We didn't even pick Pierce yet. But I don't know if Pierce.
I don't know if Pierce would go first.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, that might be everything for today.
I guess everything.
Yes. Yes.
I am very tired, and I do have work in the morning.
Same. I have to shout out Johnny at the hospital. If you listen to this, you're still a bum. And Vinny from Starnes' work, you're still
Shout out Vincent and Will. Really, really appreciate those guys for real.
Vinny and Willie. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to the second episode of the Hang On Say Now podcast. If you liked it,
how you didn't say installment.
Yep, I damn near said it, but I held back. If you liked it, press that like button, subscribe to YouTube, follow us on podcast, follow us on Instagram at HNSN_pod. Spotify, Hey Now Say Now podcast. If you would like to donate, Venmo's still open. It is at a capital IJK05 on Venmo. Again, like I'll reiterate last week, we are not forcing you to. It would just be helpful so we can keep giving y'all these episodes weekly. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. And we will see you next week.
We are never doing that again.
Oh, yes, we will. Yeah, we are.